Alright, today we're watching season 4, episode number 15 of Reincarnated as a Slime. We hired a very terrifying demoness trio to work for Tempest, and it doesn't look like we're gonna have any problem filling in our job slots. It was an incredible episode, and I'm sure that this episode will be too. So without further ado, let's run the intro and hop right into this. $300 years ago.
暴れてたみたいなの。別の人格だったみたい。その時が来たら構わないわよ。任せるがよい。封印を施すと約束しよう。
Granville maybe? Or just one of the traitors?
は表舞台から姿を消した。魔王ルミナスが封印し、隠し続けておるのだ。究極の最終兵器と呼ぶにふさわしい。
Holy, the scale! Did the subtitle font change? So then, my theory is that the spirit of that lady or hero ended up being the spirit that we saw merge with Chloe.
ルミナス様、テンペストの様子はどうじゃ？まだ交流らしい交流も行っておらぬではないか。
We could do a baking event, you know, like a quick little sale.
なかなか気持ちよかった。楽団の演奏も良いものであった。
That's a good little cultural exchange. The music. Send our orchestra, the same one that performed at the Magic Train reveal. By the way, they explained in the comment section the ages and who was born first. Come on! I knew it! She just gives that vibe. She's like so composed. Yeah. I mean, they really did lay it out for us. She was doing prosecution and punishing people, and that would leave, yes. She was the one I was most unsure about, but she was by process of elimination. No. Oh god, you just want to stay close to him. She said my justice is equal, bro. They can all die equally. Plus, somebody did mention in the comment section, you gotta think, demons, their whole thing revolves around contracts, so of course they'd be really good at this. That sounds horrible. Yeah, man, I gotta make sure I don't commit any crimes. That's so cool, bro. Masayuki. Oh god. I don't recognize this one. What? Did they reveal that already, or is that new? Cause what? I don't remember that shit at all. Oh man. Just wait for the mob. These overpowered children. I'm like Naruto, bro. I can't tell you where I am. Is this the Harlequin Alliance? His attendance designs are sick. Wow. Interestingly, he's very respectful and intelligent. Y'all are always scheming though, especially since he's the one that usurped y'all's previous leader. Very perceptive. Tempest. I'm surprised it took him this long to find out, to be honest. Wow, they left out the name specifically. I don't envy y'all's jobs. You guys are always in some stressful places.
消しますか？
それよりも戦争の方が問題だ。人々の死が重なれば厄介なデーモンを軽減させかねない。我々もジョーヌには手を焼かされている。
That's funny because
テンペストだが
I got some news for you, bro.
ブルーナイツを派遣して探らせます。
Would John or would Carrero, Ultima, and Testarossa be the last ones that haven't manifested yet? Because the green and the blue haired chick. Oh wait, Guy.
君は一体どこにいるんだ、クロエ。
This is weird. I understand, but this is like some weird vibes.
教室の掃除を手伝ってよ。ああ、ことしなきゃいけないんだよ。今日こそアリスを倒して。
Yeah, okay, I'm sure.
いい怖さを思い知らせてあげるわ。
ケンヤはアリスに惚れてるから。
Oh, oh, he's doing that little kid thing where you're like, they're mean to the people they like.
ケンヤが私のこと好きとか、頭おかしいんじゃないの？みんなそろそろ。
Yo, for real. Lock in, bro. That's your teacher. That sucks too, because the teacher can't put up a fight. You know if they get mad.
リムル陛下。
おお、フリッツ、バッカスも来てもらって本当助か
I'm
っ
not
てるよ。
gonna lie. I completely forgot Big Dude's name.
してくだ
Yo,
さい。
Fritz, I
クルセイ
remember.
ダーズの訓練に比べれば極楽なんですか
Hinata
ら。
appears around the
団員の
corner.
中でも取り合いなんですよ。子供たちからは尊敬されるし、日向様の過去
Bro, chill.
日向様は加減ってものを知らない。
Yo, you're still running your mouth?
旦那きこっちの方が。
それは悪かった。
Read the room.
日向様。
手加減してあげていたのだけれど、いらぬおせっかいだったみたい。
Now it's for both of us?
学校なんかに呼び出して一体何の用だ？ダンジョンの方へ行きましょう。
So really specific.
カザリーム会長を殺した相手に頭下げるなんて
I figured.
正直きつかったわ。
助かったよ。
I don't remember if they mentioned this, but have they been around as long as? Well, I mean, they had to have been around for hundreds of years since they know their leader
ケル
directly.
ベロスのボスの一人として
せっかくダムラだから西の拠点を引き継ぎましたのに、それに
I'm gonna keep my
ケルベロスと魔王
goddamn.
ランドの取引をやめてよかったんですの？
機密商品の仕入れが難しいからね。そもそも
Calling them
勇者の
merchandise
成り
is
損ないなんて
crazy.
どないな意図があったんでっか？
See what I mean, bro? Everything is always planned with these guys.
推測できるということですわね。
言っといてほしかったわ。
But if I would have told you, you know,
悪かったって。
you would have ended up giving vibes.
しか
You
し
guys would have been
そういえ
screwed.
ばあの時本当に黒部なのだろうなと。
あの男は神経質っぽいよ
No,
って。
no, his suspicions on the money.
因果が巡っているなら、魔王レオンの目的はあの
I
ク
mean,
ロエって子供で
If I'm gonna base anything off of the
マジだよ
statue,
やっちまった。切り札を手放してしまったことになるな。
everything for him is for an extra plot. That's why he's made it this far. Uh oh. Rimuru's like, gosh, I actually have to try. God damn. Oh, are you serious?
クロエの強さは別格だ。
Unnecessary consecutive backflips.
本気を出さないとやばいかもな。ところは見せたくないからな。
Good stuff.
先生本当に強い。
She's holding back. Could you imagine the whole time she could nuke him?
変に歪んで成長することがないよ。君にも現状を
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was saying with the teacher. It's like they have to be raised correctly with the right attitudes and stuff. Because if you're that strong at that age, a lot of stuff can go wrong.
今日こっちに来た理由はこれだけか？音楽交流会はまだかってうるさいのよ。
Oh, I don't remember. Last season they mentioned directly it was gonna be musical.
それじゃ近いう
I
ちに
do
お邪
remember
魔させて
her
もらおうか
liking
な。
it
リムル先生。
A ton.
日向お姉ちゃんとどこかに行くの？今度ルベリオスで音楽交流会をやろうって話をしていたんだ。交流会。
Uh oh.
私も行きたい。見学にはちょうどいいかもしれないな。
Oh.
行きたいでありんす。
Can she still use her powers?
ちょっとくらいのわがままなら問題ないから。本当に甘いわね。
For real, I'll push over.
使えるかも。
At the same time, bro. And that's what I was worried about. I was gonna talk about that in the breakdown.
あの仕事にも利用できる。東に向かう前にもう一仕事す
Before he
ることにな
heads
った。
east, he's go. Is he gonna be the precursor to every problem in Tempest?
ママ魔王リムルと戦わされてさ。
魔王リムルはどうなった？
Oh, he's chilling.
どうもこうもないよ。全部マリアベルが行ったように仕向けた。
ルミナス様の隠す秘宝を用いて復讐を
So he's gonna
決行
put
せねばなるまい。
Tempest, the kids, Leon,
それに
Granville, Yuki and Luminous in one place?
貴様もすでに知っておるのだろう。
何をだい？
魔王ルミナスであること、そしてこのわしが。
とは思ってたんだけど。
I wonder if he suspected that Yuki wasn't controlled, even though he masked it really well. Or imitated it, I guess.
そして人類の未来を託せるのは、で他にはいないだけだ。
そんなのリムルさんが何とかするだろうさ。
Yeah. Yeah, it's accurate.
若いな。わしを信じろとは言わん。共同戦線を張ろうではないか。
I mean, it's probably in Yuki's best interest to take out Rimuru in the first place.
ルミナス様が隠す秘宝を。
It can't be that simple.
それを信じるほどお人よしじゃないんだ。
わしが先に動く。状況を見て動けばよい。
So what? He's gonna attack himself?
魔王ルミナスはあんたの主なんだろ？
すでにわしは捨てられた身よ。ルミナス様は魔王リムルと手を組もうとしている。
Damn. And I was gonna say when he was like, I'm the head of the 7-day clergy, like, bro, y'all have been disbanded.
枯れたジジイかと思ってたけど、冒険してみるのも悪くないかもね。
He said, I thought you were a shriveled up nutsack. That's crazy.
魔王ルミナスの秘宝はどこにあるんだい？
秘宝は
魔王ルミナスの居城にある。
Wherever is closest to her.
戦場はルベリオス。
You be a freak, Luminous. You just be walking around.
リムルは本当に殺されたのか？
What? Whoa!
何かも変わっているぞ。早く。
What?
そなたを抱きしめたい。
I don't even know how to take that actually. So will Rimuru be killed? But the way she said that made it, especially when looking at the hero, it made it seem like she was saying directly that the hero mentioned Rimuru by name would get killed. So that actually, wait a second. What that mean is, oh my god, this is bad. I probably have a few screws loose. So, okay. She said, will Rimuru really die? As if she knew already ahead of time that Rimuru was going to die. She was looking at the hero in the ice, or whatever that is, that was hurting her, it looked like. She said, I just want to hold you one more time. So I don't know if Luminous and the girl were involved romantically at some point. I don't know. But 300 years ago, she said, will you unseal me when the time comes? And she was like, yes. Actually, before I even continue, that's funny, because if this is the lady that sealed Veldora, which I don't remember if they said yes or not, that's just the vibe I get, then that'd be funny because Luminous hates Veldora, and if they were involved either romantically or through a really strong friendship, then that would mean Luminous was like, I hate this lizard. And then the hero went to go seal him. That's kind of funny. But regardless, yeah, so she said, will you unseal me when the time comes? She said yes. So they're waiting for a specific point in time to unseal her, like some massive event, massive war maybe. Maybe it's the war with the East, I don't know. Regardless, that's kind of besides the point. And apparently it looks like she gave her info about Rimuru. So is she from the future? Somehow? Is that the thing, like time power? She's sealed now. So this is the thing in my head, right? I had a theory that the spirit of this lady was the spirit that merged with Chloe. Unless they directly stated, and mind you, I could be talking out of my ass. Sometimes I speak and it's things that we already know. And I'm sitting here like it's a revelation and it's common knowledge. But that was my theory. If they already revealed it, so be it. I look like an idiot. If that's not the case, I was thinking maybe that's Chloe grown up and it's like a loop. Like Chloe grows up and then goes back in time whenever Rimuru dies, maybe in the war in the East, maybe with the war with somebody else or something, maybe like a final big bad boss or something, and then she tries to prevent that and then told Luminous that, which would be interesting if that's the case. Assuming Luminous did have this information from somebody in the future, whether it's the person in the ice or not, then when she met Rimuru for the first time, she will have already known at least, well, maybe not his personality. I was gonna say she will have known his personality, but that kind of depends on whether or not the person in the ice communicates that, or whoever told her that communicates that. But I was thinking, so maybe it's Chloe grows up, right? She gets old, and then Rimuru dies against Ganondorf. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a final big bad boss or something at the end of the series, and Rimuru dies. So she went back in time was a hero, told get me sealed, but then that wouldn't explain the spirit thing. And that also wouldn't explain the fact that the person in the ice and Chloe are existing at the exact same time. So that doesn't make sense to me either. So maybe not. I don't know, but that just confused me a whole lot more, just that final line there. But regardless, we're gonna go on a musical exchange program, cultural exchange program. You're gonna go do our orchestra and stuff over in Lubelius itself. It looks like Leon is gonna be there, or Yuki's gonna use this to pin Leon against us. Leon seems very aware, just the same way I've been describing Testarossa as composed. Leon seems to be the same way. Unless you bring up Chloe specifically, that's the first time I've seen him get uppity, right? Aside from that, he seems very in control of his emotions, always trying to figure out somebody's true intentions. So I feel like if Yuki were to pit him against Rimuru and then he shows up, I feel like Rimuru would be able to explain himself. Although Rimuru already doesn't like him, so I guess that's an interesting little dynamic that we'll see play out. But it looks like Leon will be there, Yuki will be there, Granville, Hinata, Luminous, the kids, the orchestra. We can summon Veldora just in case. It's gonna be a whole lot. This whole little thing is gonna be a absolute mess, probably. It actually be really cool too if I forget their names, bro. I know Footman's name, and the other, is her name Tyr? I be forgetting their names, that's my bad. Lapis, right? Regardless, it'd be really cool if they go too, because the other demon lord, or not the fake demon lord with Luminous would see them maybe. You get what I'm saying? Because of the history there from the Walpurgis when Lapis attacked. I don't know. There's a lot going on. I'm trying to think of everything I wanted to talk about. That last comment really messed with me. That's kind of the only thing on my mind now. Rimuru's gonna die. Will Rimuru die? I'm assuming this is where he doesn't die, but there's some time traveling shenanigans going around here, and something's amiss. Something's afoot. I don't know how to explain. Overall though, it was a really good episode, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. In the meantime though, if you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, or follow my Patreon, linked in the description down below. You'll gain access to early, uncut, and exclusive reactions that you get to decide on and influence. That should be it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.